In this video, we'll make a quick photo transfer to wood using essential oils. And then we will paint the transfer with watercolor paints. You will see it's fun and easy to do. So let's begin. This is the wood panel we're going to use to transfer our photo onto. And I'm going to transfer this photo, which I printed with my laser printer. I'm placing it face down over the wood and using removable tape to hold it down so it doesn't move during the transfer. I'm applying pure essential eucalyptus oil to the back of the image. And by the way, there are links to all the supplies I'm using here below the video in the description area. I'm burnishing the back with a bone folder, but you can use any other tool, like a spoon or an old credit card. Looks like the image is mostly transferred. Yeah, nice. And I think I'll let the wood dry a little bit. Okay, so now it's time to paint the transfer. And today I'm going to use watercolors. And I'm going to start by applying just a little water to the wood surface. And by the way, I'm using distilled water. I think it's probably more archival. So while you're watching me painting, I wanted to say a couple of things. The reason I decided to make this video is because I'm not really a watercolorist and never really took a class or officially learned how to use watercolors. I pretty much picked them up one day and thought it would be fun to use them to paint my photos. But regardless of not really knowing much about how to use watercolors, what's the right paints, what brushes or papers I should use, what's the correct paint and water ratio, regardless, I actually quite like the results of my painted photos. So I'm really not recording this video in order to teach you how to use watercolors, but more to show you it's possible to just do something and not to be afraid to make a mess or a mistake, and mostly to not think about how to do art or how to create in my case, but to actually do it. And I wanted to show you how I do it. As you see, it's nothing fancy. It's just me going with the flow, letting myself just enjoy the process without worrying about it too much. And while making this video, I noticed I liked my painted photos a lot more when I use only 2 or 3 colors, when it's actually not too colorful. But that's of course just a matter of taste, and maybe just fitting my style of photography. So it's not a rule or anything. And now some self-promotion alert. If you're interested in learning how to image transfer and gel print your own photos, make sure to check out my online classes. They are fun and easy. They are also ongoing, which means you can sign up immediately and take them at your own pace, whenever you have time, no pressure. So if you're interested, check out the links to the online classes below this video. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to check out my latest greatest book, the Mixed Media Photography book. It's available in print on Amazon, and A digital ebook version is available on Etsy. And yeah, there are links to the book and to the ebook below this video in the description area. So normally when I paint my photos with watercolors, I lay out the first layer and then let it dry for a few hours before continuing and applying the second layer. But here I'm already on the second layer, but that's okay. I'm sure it will be fine. One of the things I really like when painting my photos is to use a lot of white paint on top of everything. I don't know why. I guess I feel like it makes everything more cohesive and maybe even add some texture, which I think is the one thing that's missing when using watercolors. Okay, so now I will put the transfer painting aside, probably overnight, and come back to it tomorrow and add the final touch. Hopefully I won't overdo it. So this is the final painted transfer. I really like it and I hope you do too. And if you're interested in my books and online classes, check out the links below this video. And as always, don't forget to subscribe.